camera setups. Quite a number of smartphone brands have gone dual cam since a year ago, with each one offering a different take on how the second camera should work to offer a better user experience. There are roughly 4 types of approach that we've seen in the market today. Number 1. Depth of field. HTC was among the very first ones to use a secondary rear camera with the HTC One M8 back in 2014. The purpose of the lower resolution second camera was to provide a better depth of field into the subject. Number 2. Secondary zoom camera. Apple introduced a secondary rear camera on the iPhone 7 Plus. It's the first time they did a dual camera setup, and they chose to pick it with a zoom lens to allow the user to zoom in on the subject at 2 times optical zoom. Number 3. Monochrome plus RGB sensor. This approach was initiated by Huawei when they introduced the Huawei P9 and the P9 Plus. The approach involves a primary monochrome sensor to get all the details and a secondary RGB sensor to get the color. It's the most unique combination we've seen so far in dual camera setups. The approach involves a primary monochrome sensor to get all the details and a secondary RGB sensor to get the color details and then combines the image. It's the most unique combination we've seen so far in dual camera setups. Huawei is pushing through with this as it's been incorporated in the Mate 9 and the recently announced P10 and P10 Plus. Secondary wide-angle camera. LG's approach for a dual camera setup is to offer a secondary wide-angle camera, first introduced in the LG G5. This offers the user a completely different wide that no other smartphone camera is capable of. It's like completely replacing it with a wide-angle lens that you'd only normally do in DSLRs. This was continued in the LG V20 and the newly announced LG G6. Each one of these dual camera setup offers a compelling approach. So which do you prefer? Do leave a comment below to share your thoughts. Thanks for watching this video, subscribe to Yugatech and follow our other social media links. I will see you in the next video.